And welcome to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Bluff is here as we're getting set for Wahpeton Post-20 American Legion Baseball, as the Post-20 squad is looking to repeat as state champions this year. A bit of expectations coming into this one as they bring back a lot of the key players from last year who had graduated, moved on to, head off to college, but can still come back because they're young enough. That's what I love about American Legion Baseball. You know, you have no idea how many super seniors, as they've always been called over the years, can make a difference in a season. We'll tell you some of them that are back this year when we get a little further on in this Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. But this Post-20 tournament, they've done this for quite a few years. It's always a really fun way to kick off the year. And I'll let you know the teams that are participating in this one. It is a 5-team round robin, so every team is guaranteed 4 games. And participating along with Wahpeton are Lemoore, Glasgow, Montana, Lemoore, North Dakota, if you didn't know, Fergus Falls, Minnesota, and Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. So should be a very, these are teams that we've seen in this tournament for quite a few years. Lemoore, obviously a very rich tradition for baseball, a lot of state titles there in Legion, and Fergus Falls and Detroit Lakes as well. I know that they're staples in this tournament. So over the years, and we're definitely, I won't say that it's like a rivalry game or anything like that, but there's a little tinge of it, obviously. There's some familiarity there. They get on the schedule every single year, so we'll see how that shakes out today. Once again, may as well run through the tournament schedule for you to let you know what games you're going to be doing. This is the only game you're going to get yours truly. You're going to have your main guy, Robert Wanek, the rest of the series, but I said, man, you got to, or the rest of the tournament, I said, I'll take one of those games off your workload, man. You take care of the rest, but naturally, he's at the game shooting footage anyway, so I'm done to run through the footage, or run through all of the schedule for you. Start off with Wahpeton Post-20, taking on Fergus Falls at 4 o'clock, of course. Detroit Lakes and Glasgow up next at 6:30. Tomorrow, we'll start off at 10 a.m. with Lemoore and Wahpeton duking it out. Glasgow and Lemoore after that at 12:30, so Lemoore's got back-to-back to start off the day on Saturday. Wahpeton and Glasgow after that at 3 o'clock, and then 5:30, Detroit Lakes and Fergus Falls will play the final game of the day. And Sunday, it's Fergus Falls and Glasgow at 10 a.m., 12:30 is Lemoore and Fergus Falls. 3 o'clock will feature Detroit Lakes and Lemoore, and then Wahpeton and Detroit Lakes wrapping up the tournament at 5:30 on Sunday. We'll be carrying all those games here on B92.7 FM, also live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. So just want to give you guys a heads up on that. Once again, Robert Wanek going to be on the call for the rest of the tournament. I mean, the guy literally made a documentary about this team, so I think it's pretty safe to say he's a little more knowledgeable on this squad than I am, but it's still a lot of guys I've got to cover over the years. And I'll tell you about who's going to be starting in this ball game when we come back after we take this first break on our Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. You're listening to Post-20 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
There are some things you don't want to fall behind on, especially when it comes to your health. A colorectal cancer screening is one. Essentia Health reminds you to schedule your colorectal cancer screening, which can detect and even prevent colorectal cancer before symptoms appear. Schedule an appointment with your primary care provider online at essentiahealth.org to learn which screening option is right for you. Stay ahead of colorectal cancer and get screened.
Hi, this is Wade from Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. I would like to let you know about our DEF fluid. Whether you're looking for a 2.5 gallon jug or a 275 gallon tote, we've got you covered. You can also grab it at the pumps at the Southern Valley Travel Center located on the 210 bypass. So whatever your DEF needs are, we're here to help.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Office with your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Start off with the Fergus Falls Post 30 squad, who are coached by Trevor Larson. Logan Larson batting leadoff and playing right field. He'll be wearing number 13. Karsten Froning playing third base, wearing number 1. Brock Shore playing catcher and batting third is wearing number 17. Number 16, Hunter Powers at short and is batting cleanup. Ethan Greenwald will be playing second base and wearing number 11. Ben Swanson over at first base is wearing number 22. Levi King in left field is wearing number 7 and batting 7th. So we got that lined up well. Playing position 7, wearing 7 and batting 7th. Love it. Luke Pearson, the DH, is wearing number 3 and batting 8th. And then Isaiah Holmes is batting 9th and playing center field. Wearing number 2, Isaac Ellison. Wearing number 6 is getting DH for, and he'll be pitching. And that is Isaac Ellison once again for Fergus Falls. And now for Wahpeton Post 20. We'll start off with Caden Kappas, one of those super seniors coming back this year, and a staple at the leadoff or the top of the order, wearing number 5 and is playing shortstop today. Skylar Boleto is second in the order, playing left field, wearing number 3. Jackson Fleetfoot batting third, another super senior back, and him and Kappas both just did their first year of college baseball at University of Minnesota Crookston. Fleetfoot playing catcher and is wearing number 7, third in the order, by the way. Jaden King batting cleanup will be pitching today. Wearing number 6, Cooper Klosterman. At first base is wearing number 9, Aiden Hayek. Be playing third and wearing number 12 while batting 6th. Batting 7th is Eli Kappas. He's DHing for Carter Hawkard, who's going to be playing second base and wearing number 20. Eli Kappas wears 10, by the way, if I didn't mention that. Josiah Brewer, back for another season, wearing number 4, playing right field and batting 8th. And then we have Miles Hinckley, batting 9th, wearing number 13, and playing center field for Wahpeton Post 20. And subs for Post 20 include Avery Malmy, Evan Doctor, Nick Langenwalter, Braden Steffens, and Braxton Pauley as well. So a lot of familiar names on this Wahpeton Post 20 squad. You can see why there's a lot of expectations coming into this year as they look to attempt to repeat as state champions. The Wahpeton Post 20 program has gone back-to-back before, so they're trying to become the second group to do that. So we'll see how they start off this campaign when we come back. Looks like they're going to break for the starting lineups as well as the national anthem. And you know what? If they're going to be doing these starting lineups, we'll stay here just a bit longer. You know, I don't want to take too long of a break during that national anthem, even though I did get assurance in here that they picked a pretty short one. They were kind of laughing about that up here. They were looking for one on YouTube. I was interested in how that process worked. But once again, Wahpeton Post 20 opening up the season here against Fergus Falls. Wahpeton failed to move on in the spring season, but you know that's in the rear view. And as everyone knows, high school seasons and high school season is completely different from the American Legion season. I think Wahpeton knows that better than any other program in the state, it seems like. Get to go from playing all the Fargo schools over to playing teams actually at your level, and they're always happy to do it. Fergus Falls rocking their blue jerseys, sporting the red letters and the white numbers. Wahpeton in their new Post 20 jerseys. You got the red with the white pants, obviously. Can't mess with a classic look. Why try to remake the wheel? Post 20 Once again, we'll play 4 games this weekend. If you guys missed that first part of the pregame show where we ran through the schedule for you, Wahpeton will be playing at 4 o'clock today, 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then they play at 3 p.m. tomorrow as well. And then Sunday, got one more game at 5:30 p.m. 4 teams in town for the tournament to take on Wahpeton: Detroit Lakes, Fergus Falls, Glasgow, Montana, and Lemoore, North Dakota as well. Fergus and Detroit Lakes, if you guys didn't know, is in Minnesota. I would think most people around here would know that, but you got to throw that out there just in case. If you guys are joining us just now, this game is also live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. If you're just tuning in on the radio, you can watch it as well. Got it set up here on the grandstand. There is a net here, I will admit, but you know, there's no better view in the stadium, I said, but that could just be me as they get wrapped up with the starting lineups and the national anthem. We'll take our final break on the Wilkins Drinking Eatery pregame show and come back with your season opener. You're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Jamie, and Melissa have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install select front and rear brake pads and 4 select rotors. Up to $20 in rebates on select AC Delco batteries. Up to $15 in rebates on the purchase of 3 select AC Delco wiper blades. And up to $10 in rebates on the purchase and install select AC Delco cabin air and engine filters. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. SmithMotors.com.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton.
All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back to the Wilkins Drinking Eatery pregame show. We're just about to wrap it up. Where we start off the first game of the season for Wahpeton Post 20 as they take on Fergus Falls. Al Oden got to throw the ceremonial first pitch. Oden, a longtime Legion super fan, and also served in the service from 69 to 71. And I would like to add, he threw a strike. Definitely looked like a strike from up here. So I think it was a curveball too. So shout out to Al Oden. Look good out there, and it's fun to see someone get rewarded for all of the time they put into supporting the program. I know the kids appreciate him very much too. Due up for Fergus Falls, though. Got Logan Larson, Karsten Froning, and Brock Shore. Top three in the order. Larson is the right fielder, Froning, third base, and Brock Shore playing catcher. A beautiful night for a ball game, that is for sure. We've been pretty spoiled with the weather around here lately, folks. I mean, I guess the spring was a little wild with the some of the cancellations and stuff like that, but you know, I'll take that over snow. That's for sure. We'll see Jaden King on the hill for Wahpeton Post 20. And if you ask anybody, when he's on the hill, it's usually they got a shot pretty much against anybody. So we'll see how he's going to be opening up this season. He's been a pleasure to cover this year. This and basketball. Jaden King will be continuing his career at the next level. Logan Larson, left-handed hitter, stepping up to the plate. Jaden King, the left-handed hurler, has his first pitch fouled off. King will be moving on to play at University of Northwestern St. Paul. Got a bright future. King goes to the windup. Has this one fouled off as well. Similar area. Back-to-back foul balls. 0-2 count. And I'm happy to say I can actually get a scoreboard to look at this time around. The last tournament I got set up at, I was literally right above the scoreboard, so I couldn't. As that one doesn't miss outside the zone very much. A good miss for ball one, but happy that I actually have the pitch count. I don't have to focus on that too much. The scoreboard guys always do a great job here. And that curveball, too high. Jaden King behind the plate. My apologies. Jackson Fleetfoot behind the plate. Also a member of the Breckenridge Bucks. Got a homer in his debut, if I'm not mistaken. As this one is chopped over to short. Caden Kappas fires it over to first for the easy out. 6-3 put out. Brings up Karsten Froning. Froning plays third base for Fergus Falls Post 30. Froning also wears number 1 for this squad. 1 up, 1 down. 0-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. For Froning. That one misses outside. King trying to even up the count, and he does. 1-1 count to even it up. Jaden King gets the sign from Fleetfoot. And fastball misses a little too high. 2-1 is the count. 1 out in the top of the first inning. That one nibbles the outside corner for strike 2 looking, by the way. Umpire behind the plate, Josh Nordick. And in the field, we got Reed Johnson on the base paths. 2 umpires who have probably more games than I've even been to. As we got a strike 3 from Froning. So 2 up, 2 down. And first K of the day for Jaden King. Brock Shore, number 17, the catcher for Fergus Falls post 30. Steps into the batter's box. Trying to get the first base runner of the day. Won't do it on that swing. Strike one. To get the first pitch strike. And King, this is a hair outside. 1-1 count, 2 outs, top of the first inning. 0-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That one is fouled up off the grandstand. I wasn't that nervous about it. 1-2 count. 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Jaden King trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. And this one hit over to Caden Kappas. Makes the backhanded throw or backhanded grab and then short arms the throw. So an E6, a rare error from Kappas. Gives post 30 a base runner. First error of the game. We got our first left-handed hitter of the game, Hunter Powers. Number 16 bats cleanup and also wears also plays short. So we got a courtesy runner for Fergus Falls. And that is number 5, Alex Ellison.
Courtesy running at first base, number 5, Alex Ellison.
We'll see if they're going to try to get aggressive on the base paths here with 2 outs against a left-handed pitcher. So he's got an eye on him over at first. Fouled off. 0-1 count. Two outs in the top of the first inning. Wahpeton post 20. The first game of their campaign to try to repeat as state champions. It's hit over to Cooper Klosterman, who makes a nice play over at first and steps on the bag for the out. 1 man left on. No runs, no hits, and 1 error. Your score is 0-0 heading into the bottom of the first. You're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
When it was clear that my dad could not live on his own, I was worried. He was still independent, but he needed assistance. I didn't know I had any options. Then I brought up my concerns to my wife.
Well, and I had heard so many good things about Twin Town Villa, so I suggested we stop out and take a tour.
The minute we walked through the door and met the staff, I knew this was the perfect option for Dad. Dad's Twin Town Villa apartment is clean and spacious, plenty of room for my active dad to move around.
Twin Town Villa was and is our best option. It'll be yours too. Call or stop in for a tour today.
And welcome back to John Randall Field. We got a 0-0 score after half an inning. Due up for Wahpeton Post 20, we got Caden Kappas, Skylar Blado, and Jackson Fleetfoot. On the hill for Fergus Falls, we got Isaac Ellison. Fergus Falls left 1 man stranded. Couldn't capitalize on an error that was committed when Wahpeton already had gotten 2 outs, so pretty easy to limit that damage. Keep the runner over at first. Cooper Klosterman, a nice little play over at first to get out of the inning. One of the recent graduates on this squad. Hopefully he's enjoying summer after graduation. That's a fun one. Speaking from experience, that's a good summer hanging out with the buddies before you head off to the next step in the journey. Caden Kappas. Got to make sure to ask him how his first year of college went. He'll be batting leadoff right now. Wearing number 5 and playing short. The right-handed hitter. Watches ball 1 miss the zone. Fastball didn't miss by too much. Trying to nibble that outside corner, but Kappas held off. 1-0 count. Larson's pitch. That one outside as well. Make it 2-0 count. Larson delivers the pitch as Kappas hits this one to the third baseman, who plays it perfectly. Kind of bobbles it a little bit before he can throw it, but he gets the out. That third baseman was playing up a lot, so he's in a very fortuitous spot to get that out. 5-3 put out. Brings up Skylar Blado. Blado. We get Wahpeton's first base runner of the day. 1 out. 0-0 score in the bottom of the first. And Blado fouls this one off. Sounded really good off the bat. Sent it flying way right. 0-0 score once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Here in the bottom of the first, 1 out. Swing and a miss from Blado. A little behind that one. 0-2 count. That one misses outside with the fastball. 1-2 count. One out once again in the bottom of the first. And Blado sends this one to right field. Couple spectators over there in their lawn chairs. Not worried about it. And another kid's going to go exchange that for a tree at the concession stand, hopefully. Man, if they stop doing that at baseball games, it's all over. Then the sport is dead. Hopefully that doesn't come to that. Ooh, that one didn't miss too bad. 2-2 count. Blado battling back after getting down 0-2. Larson's pitch is hit by Blado to right. Drops it right in front of the right fielder for the first hit of the year for Wahpeton Post 20. Going opposite field. Post 20. They're not shy about sending the dudes when they got wheels, so we'll see if they're going to try to get Blado into scoring position right away here. Get him in a good spot for Fleetfoot. Jackson Fleetfoot's first at bat of the year. Number 7 plays catcher for Post 20. That one. This is the top right corner for ball 1. Blado on first base. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. 0-0 score so far on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And they're going to go with the pickoff move to Blado, but he gets back in time. One out count. Blado getting a decent lead, but not going to go crazy with it. And a good stop by the catcher there. That looked like that was going to the backstop for sure, but Brock Shore extended. Helped a runner from advancing, or held a runner from advancing. 2-0 count with 1 out on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This one fouled off. By Fleetfoot. Jaden King on deck. Blado starts getting the lead. 2-1 count. And the runner's off. And the catcher ended up mishandling the throw. So Blado moves into scoring position with the stolen base. 3-1 count now. I couldn't tell if that was it sure looked like it was a pitch out. But it seems like whenever I guess that it's a pitch out, I'm wrong. So maybe situationally that's not the best time to do that. But either way. As this one chopped off the handle to the pitcher, Larson fires it to first for the out. 1-3 put out.
Up next, your pitcher, number 6, Jaden.
Brings up Jaden King. See if he can trade spots with King here. King rocking number 6. Starting with that wide open stance. First pitch, strike. For Logan Larson. Or my apologies. Isaac Ellison is the pitcher. Sorry about that. Had that mixed up on my sheet. Make sure to give Isaac Ellison all the credit he deserves. If he can get out of this inning and keep any runs off the board. As King hits this one to short. Takes a wild hop, but he gets over there in time for the out. Even though they had to one hop it there, but after one inning, your score is 0-0. Wahpeton. 1 hit, no runs, and 1 left on base. So no errors. You're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Hey, friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
And welcome back to JRF. We got a 0-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Both teams left one man stranded. Fergus Falls got their base runner off of an error, while Wahpeton got their lone base runner off a Skylar Blado single. Jaden King struck out one batter last inning. He'll face off with Ethan Greenwald, Ben Swanson, and Levi King. The Battle of the Kings. I did not ask if they're related. If I find out they are, I'm going to feel really silly. Greenwald coming up. He plays second base, and where's number 11? Grenwald, actually. Apologies. Just assume they forgot an E on there. I should not assume. Grenwald. Swing and a miss to start off this at bat. Jaden King. The lefty. Has this one too high and outside for ball 1. 1-1 count. Fergus Falls looking for their first hit. Also, my apologies. Got to update the scoreboard as we got a strike 2. King doing a good job in this at bat. Trying to make it another quick inning as this one is fouled off the handle. Wahpeton. Jaden King on the plate, 1-1 count. That one fouled off. We get a 1-2 count. And my apologies, I don't know what happened to the stream, if something got bumped, but as this one is too low in the zone, 2-2 count. I don't know if our stream got turned off or what happened on that. My apologies for that, folks. 4-1 count, or 4-1 score, as this one is hit into the left center gap. Scooped up in left center and thrown in for to get it back in. And we got a 4-1 Wahpeton advantage with a man on second now. The leadoff double from Luke Pearson, his second base rip of the day. Jaden King. Some of our no outs here in the top of the fourth. Man on second. Pearson has half the team's hits, 2 of their 4. Coach Hawker coming to chat with Jaden King. So they're going to do a very quick chat. So Isaiah Holmes, his last time up, he got on with a walk. First pitch is a ball. Or this next pitch, 2-out count now. Excuse me. King fires this one into the zone to get back into the AB. 2-1 count. Man on second, no outs. And this one hit to second. Cooper Klosterman gonna have to run back to first. Make the outfielder's choice, moves the runner over. I guess call it a sack ground out. So Pearson moves over to third base. Logan Larson, the top of the order, so far is 0 for 1 with a walk. Grounded out to short his first time up. Got stranded after he got on with his walk. Left-handed hitter holds off on that one, and strike one looking. That 4-run third inning as Wahpeton in the driver's seat up 4-1. And King almost got the batter to chase that one, Logan Larson. Once again, the top of the order for Fergus Falls post 30. King drops in another strike. The outside part of the zone. Be surprised if we get some off speed here with the pitcher's advantage. And we do. But it misses the zone for ball 2. 2-2 count. King versus Larson. Runner on third with 1 out, 2-2 count. And strike 3 looking. A good shot to the outside part of the plate. And Larson heads to the dugout.
your third baseman, number 1.
Karsten Froning, 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out, and then his next time up, he popped up to first. You know, Fergus does not want to leave this runner on third. And on the first pitch, we get one popped straight up to right field. And Josiah Brewer is going to make the diving grab. Called off one of the infielders at the last minute and said, man, I got a ball to catch. Keeps a run off the board. We got a 4-1 score. Heading into the bottom of the fourth, you're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install select front and rear brake pads and 4 select rotors. Up to $20 in rebates on select AC Delco batteries. Up to $15 in rebates on the purchase of 3 select AC Delco wiper blades. And up to $10 in rebates on the purchase and install select AC Delco cabin air and engine filters. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. SmithMotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number 1 today.
When it was clear that my dad could not live on his own, I was worried. He was still independent, but he needed assistance. I didn't know I had any options. Then I brought up my concerns to my wife.
Well, and I had heard so many good things about Twin Town Villa, so I suggested we stop out and take a tour.
The minute we walked through the door and met the staff, I knew this was the perfect option for Dad. Dad's Twin Town Villa apartment is clean and spacious, plenty of room for my active dad to move around.
Twin Town Villa was and is our best option. It'll be yours too. Call or stop in for a tour today.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton.
All the hits from 2KM today.
And stepping up to the plate is Eli Kappas. 0 for 1 so far, grounded out to third. His first time up. Outside part of the zone for strike 1 looking. And my apologies that we lost a portion of the video stream. Looks like I accidentally hit a button that wasn't supposed to be hit, but we got a full weekend of baseball. That was what Robert just texted me. That made me feel better. Eli Kappas fouls this one off. 0-2 count. Due up this inning, we got Eli Kappas, Josiah Brewer, and Miles Hinckley as well. Lone outside for ball 1. Kappas sporting number 10. DH is for Carter Hawkert, or by his alias, Bob. Strike 3 looking for Kappas. Josiah Brewer struck out his first time up. Bottom of the 4th inning. Wahpeton Post 20 up 4-1. This one is fouled off. Eli Kappas. My apologies. Josiah Brewer. He's got a couple nice catches in right field. Ooh, that was a bender there. Powers with a nice pitch. Hunter Powers. First pitch and a swing and a miss for Brewer, his second K of the day. As Powers is going to try to strike out the side here really quick. Miles Hinckley has walked and scored the post 20's first run today. The left-handed hitter is the 9 hitter. Too low for ball 1. One out count. That one drops in the outside corner. Strike 1 looking. 1-1 count for Hinckley. Hinckley chops this one to the first baseman. First baseman's got to get it to the pitcher, who's got to be there right before Hinckley for the out. 1-2-3 inning after the 1-3 put out, or the 3-1 put out. Your score remains 4-1. Wahpeton leads Fergus Falls. You're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
And welcome back to John Randall Field. Wahpeton Post 20 with a 4-1 lead as we start the top of the fifth. Beautiful day for baseball once again. And stepping up to the plate for Fergus Falls, it's going to be Brock Shorman, as well as Hunter Powers and Ethan Grenwald. Brock Shorman got on with an error in the opening inning and then flew out to center field. Swings at the first pitch. Goes deep to right. Josiah Brewer. Oh, tries making the dive and grab. Might have bounced his face off the warning track there, but he's fine. Dude used to play for the Blades. He knows he isn't. He's got a good pain tolerance. That's what we're getting at here. Top of the fifth. 0-1 count. Ooh. That movement was, I would not be thrilled if I had to swing at that, even though it missed the zone. 1-1 count. That one fouled off. Pitchers count 1-2. No outs in the top of the fifth inning. Wahpeton opening their home tournament as this one is fouled off. Jaden King. Delivers the pitch, and bat just kind of got thrown out there. And that's how you slap a single. Brock Shorman gets on with the base rip. Fourth hit of the day for, or actually fifth hit of the day for Wahpeton, or for Fergus Falls. Thought I had him for 4. Well, they either have 4 or 5 hits. King delivers pitch for strike 1. Oh, my apologies. I actually do got that down for the 5th hit. And, ooh, that didn't miss by much. 1-1 count. King. Not too worried about that runner on first. He's not getting a very big lead. And nice play at second. It's fired over to first for the fielder's choice out. That was a nice play from Carter Hockert.
Number 11, Ethan Grunwald.
Or the sacrifice ground out, actually. Brings up Ethan Grenwald after the Powers ground out. Grenwald so far 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout, and we got a wild pitch to start off this at bat. To move the runner to third. It's Brock Shorman on third. They had a runner get stranded on third last inning as well, after starting off the inning with a leadoff double. King delivers a nice one in the zone for a 1-1 count. One out in the top of the fifth inning. Wahpeton leads 4-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And this one is grounded to Hockert. Checks home, and he will throw home, and the throw is off the mark, though. And Fleetfoot's going to take a stab at tossing it over to first, but off the mark. So an E4. Brings in a run. Grenwald gets on with the air. Ben Swanson steps into the batter's box. Or my apologies, they're going to pinch hit for Swanson.
Now batting for Fergus Falls, number 5, Alex Ellison.
Alex Ellison, who we saw earlier in the game as a courtesy runner. Watch a pitch go inside for ball one. One out count, man on second. And foul. And by the way, I had to mention that Grenwald also took second on the throw home. As Ellison watches another ball go by. And this is Alex Ellison, not to be confused with Isaac Ellison, who's pitching in this ball game. 2-1 count, one out. King versus Alex Ellison. And they're going to go with the pickoff, and not in time, but a nice move once again. I'm just more and more impressed with Kappas every time that he tries to lay down one of these pickoff tags. Not that I'm not impressed with King firing it over there either, but that one is fouled off to even it up 2-2. We'll see if King can take him himself here. 2-2 count, one out. Too far outside to make it a full count. 4-2 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton leading Fergus Falls here in the top of the fifth. All four of Wahpeton's runs coming in the third inning, and that one nibbles the outside corner for strike three looking. And Ben Swanson had struck out twice, so they were saying, let's get a pinch hitter here. So then we hopefully get a better result here, but that sixth spot might be cursed because that's 3 strikeouts there. And 5 on the day for King. 1-0 count to start this one off. Man on second. Fergus has brought in 1 run this inning, and Pass ball gives the runner third. Grenwald occupying third. 2-0 count. Jaden King has surrendered 2 runs so far with 5 hits. Wahpeton actually getting out hit so far, 5-4. Wahpeton also has a few errors that Fergus Falls has been able to capitalize on. Or 2 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And that one too low and inside for ball 3. 3-1 count with 2 outs. Man on third. Fergus Falls trying to trim this lead. You cut it in half with a run here. Hit hard to second, and Hawker makes the throw over to first for the final out. So after the top of the 5th, we have a 4-2 Wahpeton lead. Right back with the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
And welcome back to John Randall Field. We are set for the bottom of the 5th. Kappas steps up to the plate. His first time up, grounded out to third base. Delivered a single. His next trip to the plate. Also scored a run. Which is nothing new for him. A 1 count for Kappas, top of the order. That curveball drops in on the inside part of the plate, or doesn't find the inside part of the plate. A little inside. 1-1 is the count. Powers. Where's in the pitch? That, not sure where that one missed, but 2-1 count. Powers. Does that one go too far out of the zone for ball 3? 3-1 count. No outs. Wahpeton up 4-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard here in the bottom of the 5th. Another one too far outside for ball 4. Kappas will take his base. Just doing leadoff hitter things. That is the first walk batter for Hunter Powers. And in the batter's box, we got Skylar Blado. Had a single his first time up and then popped up to first. Kappas will head off to second and slide in with ease. Kid steals bases like it's his day job. 1-0 count for Skylar Blado. The left fielder, sporting number 3. Shows bunt and fouls it off. One count. Head coach Chris Kappas getting the signs out to everyone. Caden on second. Going to show a bunt again. Hold off on it. 2-1 count. After pulling the bat. Hunter Powers. Second pitcher we've seen for Fergus Falls. Going to make a change after 2 1/3. It shows bunt again, but wisely held off. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Wahpeton with the 2-run advantage. And Blado held off on that one, but found the zone for strike 2. 3-2 count. Coach Kappas gives Blado one more sign. Sends him in for the full count pitch. This one too far inside for ball 4. So 2 on with no outs after back-to-back walks. Brings up Jackson Fleeflit. Got hit by a pitch his last time up. Before that, he grounded out to the pitcher. Curveball falls outside for ball 1 for Fleeflit. Fergus Falls going to do a quick mound visit. Hunter Powers at this point has given up 1 run, 2 walks, and no hits allowed so far. Once again, he has only been here for about an inning, though, or 2 innings. Still no outs for post 20 in this inning. You're going to really hope to capitalize. The last time they got a couple guys on with no outs, they were able to turn that into 4 runs. So we'll see if we got another 4-run inning in the chamber. Jackson Fleeflit. Two men on for number 7. Hunter Powers gets ready to fire the pitch. Lines the outside corner for strike 1 looking. 1-1 count. Fleeflit going through the routine. That one too high for ball 2. 2-1 count for Fleeflit. Catcher. Back for a super senior campaign. After being one of the top players for post 20 when they went to the state title game last year. Swing and a miss from Fleeflit. Runners on first and second. Caden Kappas and Skylar Blado both walked to start off this inning. Couple ducks on the pond for Fleeflit and a 2-2 count. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Inside for ball 3. Full count. Powers gets the signal. And too far outside. 3 straight walks to juice the bases. Brings up Jaden King. Had an RBI single his last time up. Came up and rocked the first pitch. See if he does the same thing here. Three straight walks. So we'll see if King is just as aggressive as he was last time, and he is. Hits that one to the right center gap, and that's going to probably clear the bases. They're going to send all 3 of them home. And 1, 2, 3 runs on the board after the RBI double from Jaden King. Here I am sitting here saying, maybe you shouldn't swing at the first pitch you see as if it's 3 straight walks. But what do I know? A 3-run double. I got King for 4 ribbies on the day. Now the argument could be made that there's a 5th one, but I gave an error to an outfielder, so that's just what I have to live with. That's Cooper Klosterman looking to get hot at the plate. He's the 5 hitter. So far 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Klosterman awaiting the Powers pitch. His man Jaden King on second. Too low in the zone. But a good stop by the catcher to keep King on second. Klosterman with Aiden Hayek on deck. Still no outs here in the 5th inning. And if Wahpeton stays this hot at the plate, I might have to go check if they have if they're doing 8 runs for the mercy rule here in the tournament. Probably should have checked that beforehand, but you know, man. We figure it out as we go. Ball 2 inside. Klosterman. With Wahpeton up 7-2. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That one too far outside. That was actually a 3-0 count. So ball 4. 4th walk of the inning. Now we're going to get a pitching change. So 4 walks in this inning. 3 runs have scored off of 1 hit. And it looks like Hunter Powers is done for the day. So we will take a quick break as they let the next pitcher get warmed up. 7-2 is your score. Wahpeton leads in their home tournament against Fergus Falls Post 30. 7-2 once again. You're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
There are some things you don't want to fall behind on, especially when it comes to your health. A colorectal cancer screening is one. Essentia Health reminds you to schedule your colorectal cancer screening, which can detect and even prevent colorectal cancer before symptoms appear. Schedule an appointment with your primary care provider online at essentiahealth.org to learn which screening option is right for you. Stay ahead of colorectal cancer and get screened.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. I would like to let you know about our DEF fluid. Whether you're looking for a 2.5 gallon jug or a 275 gallon tote, we've got you covered. You can also grab it at the pumps at the Southern Valley Travel Center located on the 210 bypass. So whatever your DEF needs are, we're here to help.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
And welcome back to John Randall Field. We got a pitching change in for Fergus Falls. Isaiah Holmes. He's been playing center field today. Now he's going to be the third post-30 pitcher to man the hill. Runners on first and second. No outs so far in the bottom of the fifth. And if Wahpeton can put 3 more runs on the board here, that will do it for the game because the mercy rule is 8 runs after 5. So that's how quick a game can turn. Aiden Hayek is in the batter's box. Already has a stand-up triple today. And that wild pitch will move over 2 runners. 2 guys in scoring position now after the wild pitch. 4 walks in this inning. And then Jaden King with a bases-clearing double. With the bases juiced. Aiden Hayek, 1 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to third his last time up along with that triple. Too low. To make it a 3-0 count. We're a ball away from the 5th walk of the inning. Also a walk would load the bases for Eli Kappas. Holmes. Misses the zone for ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Brings up Eli Kappas 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Also grounded out to third. Kappas, the 7-hitter in the order. Bases loaded for him. If he clears the bases here, that'd be game. And rips one down the right field line. Just like in the last at-bat, he started off with some great contact. Let's see if he can straighten it out, though. Jaden King on third. Cooper Klosterman on second. And Aiden Hayek on first. Bottom of the 5th inning. 0-1 count. Kappas is going to take time. Eli Kappas steps out of the batter's box. Isaiah Holmes. The base is loaded. Not a fun situation to get plugged into. That one finds the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 count for Eli Kappas. Kappas. Got to protect with the 0-2 count. His team is up 7-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in the bottom of the 5th inning. That curveball hits too high in the zone for a 1-2 count. Bases loaded for Eli Kappas. Wahpeton has found their groove at the plate. And this one is hit hard to left. And it is just a few feet foul. That have for sure brought in 1, maybe even 2. Eli Kappas, once again, just got to straighten this one out. Former bat boy for the Post 20 squad. Some say maybe the best bat boy they've ever had. I don't know about that, but I'll roll with it. 1-2 count for Eli Kappas. And chops this one to third. They're going to get the out at home and then toss it to first. So we got a 5-3 fielder's choice. They're not going to throw it to first. So there's an out at home. Josiah Brewer steps up to the plate, 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks. Cooper Klosterman now on third, Aiden Hayek on second, and Eli Kappas on first after the fielder's choice put out at home. Isaiah Holmes' first pitch is out of the zone and low for ball 1 for Brewer, the 8-hitter in the order. 1-0 count, 1 out. Wahpeton up 7-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Holmes fires the pitch. And that one low and outside for a 2-0 count now. Wahpeton only 1 hit in this inning, but it was a big one. Bases clearing double. And 5 batters have managed to draw walks. This one is fouled off. 2-1 is the count for Josiah Brewer. Trying to figure out any way on he can. And bring some of these runners around as well. Holmes. Where's the pitch? Outside. Hitters count 3-1 for Josiah Brewer. See if he's going to take it if it's close. And outside for ball 4. In a walk-filled inning, an RBI walk, I should say.
Now batting here is center fielder number 13, Miles Hinckley.
So Cooper Klosterman scores. Aiden Hayek moves to third. Eli Kappas moves to second. And Josiah Brewer takes his base on balls. And this one is hit hard over the second baseman for an RBI single. See if it's going to be 1 run or 2. Eli Kappas is having to get on his horse. He gets down and he's in. 2-run single from the bottom of the order, Miles Hinckley. And it looks like that is also the walk-off potentially. And it is 10-2 is your final off the walk-off. 8-run mercy rule. As Aiden Hayek came in and Eli Kappas came in for the game-winning run. Your score once again, 10-2 is your final. My apologies, I kind of snuck up on us. I just want to make sure I didn't have the runs wrong before I declared what the final score was. But 10-2 is your final. And we'll head into our Miller Realty post-game show. After this quick break, you've been listening to Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple. Integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Jamie, and Melissa have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton.
All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. 10-2 is your final score. Wahpeton besting Fergus Falls in 5 innings on the Mercy Rule, and that's how it is for the tournament. And we'll run through some of your statistics for Wahpeton. Jaden King picking up the win on the hill. He went 4 innings and struck out 5 batters while giving up 5 hits, 2 runs, and I believe both of the runs were earned. Could be wrong on that. But 2 runs for sure were given up, 3 walks for Jaden King in the victory. And also, I'm sure they're happy to be able to get out. Or actually, that was in 5 innings. My apologies. 5 innings pitched. Forget how that works with the Mercy Rule. Actually, no, my apologies. Yeah, it was 5 innings. Sorry, I had to double check that. But 5 innings, gave up a hit per inning, also struck out a batter per inning, as we said, and then 3 walks and 2 runs allowed. And Wahpeton, with 2 big innings, they put 4 runs on the board in the 3rd inning, and they put 6 runs on the board in the 5th, capitalizing on a bunch of walks, but also had 2 very big hits. One of them being Jaden King's that brought in 3 runs with the bases juiced. We also got an RBI, bases loaded walk from Josiah Brewer, and then we also got a 2-run single from Miles Hinckley to wrap the game up. That was the walk-off to finish it off. So heck of an effort there from Wahpeton to open up the season, and like I said, just really capitalizing. You give them an inch, they take a mile. Wahpeton really capitalizing on the Fergus Falls mistakes, even though Fergus Falls actually did have fewer errors than Wahpeton in this game. They did finish the game with 3 errors. I think I got 3 by my count as well. But time to run through the hitting stats for you. We already got you covered with Jaden King on the hill. Caden Kappas today was 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. He had a single for that 1 hit. 1 for 2 for Skylar Blado as well. Got the first hit of the year, I might add. Also scored a run and got on base with a walk. Him and Kappas each got on base with a walk, as did Jackson Fleetfoot. He actually walked and also got hit by a pitch and scored twice, so he was 0 for 1 on the day, as he also grounded out once. Jaden King, 2 hits, drove in 4 runs with those 2 hits. Also scored a run himself, so he was 2 for 3 on the day. Cooper Klosterman was 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks, but he walked and scored a run. Aiden Hayek scored a run as well. I think almost every Wahpeton starter scored a run, all but Josiah Brewer, it looks like. So that's a fun little nugget there, as Aiden Hayek finished the day 1 for 2 with a triple and also scored a run and got on base with a walk. Eli Kappas went 0 for 2, got on base with a fielder's choice, which led to him scoring the game-winning run. Josiah Brewer was 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts, also got on base with a walk, which brought in a run. So if I didn't mention that earlier, he had an RBI. And then Miles Hinckley, as we mentioned earlier, had the 2-run single to finish the game and also got on with a walk. So he was 1 for 2 on the day. Gotta make sure to fix that on my sheet here, as I had 1 for 3. But all right, time to get good at math. 1 for 2 on the day for Miles Hinckley, and had the walk-off 2-run single to wrap up the game. So that'll do it for the stat report. And then we'll take a quick break here and come back with your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, as well as your player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health. You're listening to Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM as we continue the Miller Realty postgame show.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install select front and rear brake pads and 4 select rotors. Up to $20 in rebates on select AC Delco batteries. Up to $15 in rebates on the purchase of 3 select AC Delco wiper blades. And up to $10 in rebates on the purchase and install of select AC Delco cabin air and engine filters. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. SmithMotors.com.
And welcome back to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Your final score, once again, 10-2. Wahpeton picking up the victory. They had 6 hits in the win to Fergus Falls' 5, but look how many how big those free bases added up to be as a walk-heavy 5th inning. 6 batters walked in the 5th inning, so that was just one of those things where, it looks like the Fergus Falls arms kind of just got a little out of control there at the end, and all those free bases really added up because it doesn't take much for Jaden King and Miles Hinckley there to combine for 5 RBIs in that inning alone, 5 of the 6 runs that were scored. So once again, 10-2, your final. Wahpeton will move on to play tomorrow. And that will be at 10 a.m. against Lemoore. That's going to be a fun matchup. Lemoore always brings a squad here, that is for sure. So they play at 10 a.m. tomorrow. They also play at 3 p.m. against Glasgow tomorrow. Detroit Lakes and Glasgow will play today at 6:30. And then Wahpeton will play again on Sunday at 5:30 p.m., the final game of the tournament against Detroit Lakes, to determine who's going to be the tournament champion potentially. So we shall see. But now it's time for your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency. Most days I'd probably go with that triple for Baden Hayek because I don't see triples very often, so I always get pretty excited when I do, obviously. But I'm going to go with the walk-off single for Miles Hinckley. The man went up there with a job to do. He said, let's get this wrapped up. We got to get out of here. We got 3 more games this weekend. Let's save on some pitching. I'm gonna rock this first pitch that I get, and that's exactly what he did. Miles Hinckley put a bow on this one with the hit to wrap it up. So that's why he's my pick for play of the game. Brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. And, oh boy, player of the game, I kind of hate when it's this, when it's one of those things where I try to pick someone that I usually don't pick very often, but Jaden King kind of leaves my hands tied here because not only did he pick up the win on the hill in a solid effort, only giving up 2 runs off of 5 hits and 3 walks while also striking out 5, but he also was the big man at the plate as well. Only Wahpeton player with multiple hits on the day, and he turned that those 2 hits into 4 RBIs. Could be 5. I mean, the argument could be made because there was one play that he drove in a run, and then the outfielder kind of mishandled it, trying to scoop it in. I think that's where the second run scored, so I wouldn't give an RBI on that one, but you got to give him the RBI on the bases clearing double later on in the game to score 3 runs. So 4, maybe 5 RBIs for Jaden King. Along with, so he had a double and a single to get all those RBIs, and also had a fine game, picking up a win on the hill. So, pretty easy pick for player of the game. Brought to you by Essentia Health here with you. Shout out to Jaden King for a fine showing in the season opener. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the season opener, and the rest of this tournament is going to be a blast. Robert Wanek is going to be taking care of you guys the rest of the tournament, so make sure to tune in. It's going to be a blast. So, one more time. Your final score, 10-2, Wahpeton besting Fergus Falls in the Wahpeton Post 20 tournament. And you've been listening to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM.